this is Thecia, Bella's Family Farms, and it's another beautiful day. It always starts out cold in the mornings, but it gets better as the day goes on. And I've gotten a bunch of my chores taken care of. I've already got the chickens fed, and the dogs are taken care of for a while. But now we built a mobile egg unit a couple of years ago, and I've really liked it, but we made some mistakes on it, so I still have to clean it out. And I'll show you a little bit what I'm talking about, and then I got to get them some more bedding and stuff too. One of the things that we had tried, especially as we were having trouble with getting egg production here, and I lost a couple of panels there, and because the back of it's damaged, I can't get them back in. But we put this unit out here because we were told that maybe they just want to be outside to lay their eggs, and it hasn't necessarily been so. But maybe it's because it was getting toward winter, and now it is winter as we were trying to get this done. But I can still see evidence of where they go in there, at least sit. Maybe they go in there at night, I don't know, but I don't find a lot of eggs. Of course, I'm not finding a lot of eggs anywhere. And many times you've seen in the background this mobile egg unit, and I've shown the inside of it before, and it's messy again. It hasn't been that long, and that's because we made some mistakes with it. Instead of 1 inch carpenter's cloth, we put 1/4 inch, so there's not enough room for the stuff to fall down in between there. And then another thing that we messed up on is, I don't know if you can tell it, but we started on that end with a carpenter's cloth, and then you always overlaid a little bit, and then so every place, so I can get in here a little closer and show you, that when you overlay it that way, there's a lip here. So I've tried scooping it where the poop goes out that way, but that little hole's not much, so it's always easier to scoop the poop this way. But when you do that, the poop gets jammed up underneath your lip of your carpenter's cloth too. So even when I do clean it out, I'm not getting as clean as I like, but it doesn't smell bad because of the air that flows through it and stuff, and so it hasn't been bad. I just still have to clean it out occasionally. Well, I got the coop cleaned up, and I got some bedding done. And yesterday, after I had done all those walnuts, well, actually when I came out here this morning, these were stiff from all that black walnut crap that was on them. And after doing the bedding and everything, they're not as black as they were, and they're definitely less stiff. I'm glad for that, because they were really stiff when I first put them on. They were almost crinkly. I was almost afraid that the gloves were going to bust, crack open, but they didn't. So we're good to go. Today's Friday, and today's the only day, well, that I try to go to town. Every once in a while we have to make other trips, but Friday is the designated day to go to town and buy feed for the chickens and go to the grocery store for the week and whatever else we need to do in town. And so today is Friday, so that's what we're doing. And I kind of want to show you a little bit of something that I do to try to prepare for the week and planning the meals. Because I'm weird, and this is a little bit scribbled because I've already made some of the meals. I try to make, like, this was supposed to be the food for this week, and this is the menu for next week, and so you can see I've already made some things, and on Friday I try to do something that's like in a crock pot or something, because we don't go to town. I have to meet Tom in town about 5 o'clock, and by the time we come back it's time for dinner, and I don't want to cook it then. I want to have it already made. And then on Saturday night we do like grilled stuff. Saturday morning I always have something planned for breakfast, and it's just different things. And of course Monday I've got something going on at the church, so I've got to make a meal for that, or a finger food thing. And so I make my menus for the next 2 weeks, but when I go to the grocery store I only do what I need to know for the next 7 days. And then so I've got this, I know I'm strange, but this is my grocery list. This is one of those little things that this little spiral notebook. And I try to keep it back up on my computer, because if I lose it, I'm lost, because it's even color coded. It's terrible. If it's in black, it's just regular stuff. If it's in a colored ink, that means it's something that I need for either for Kinsey's candles or for something for the farm or something like that. If it's circled, it means I need to get my button gear and get it bought. And so I don't know, that's what I've got for that too. And so I go through here and write down, I look at what's on the next meal, and I write down what's needed for it. But I've got stores out in the barn, so I can't remember what my stores are out in the barn, so I'll write down and make a list and go out there and check it. So let's go do that. My lazy dog taking in the sun. She does that a lot. Okay, so the first thing on my list is diced tomatoes, and if I look up here, I've got plenty of those. Jerk sauce, yeah, I've got a couple bottles, so I don't have to worry about that. Rotel, where's my Rotel? Sometimes I get lost in where I put this stuff. Do I have any Rotel? Surely I do somewhere. Okay, so I might want to get some Rotel. Okay, I do have plenty. There's 4, 5, 6 there, but I'm going to make some chili soon, and so I have enough space for 2. So we'll get a Rotel. And let me check out my tomato sauces too. I need to get some big tomato sauces for sure, because I like to make spaghetti sometimes, and I make them with that. And I try to put this in some sort of order, but it doesn't always work out. And I've got plenty of the small tomato sauce. I might want to get a medium size, a couple of cans of the 15 ounce, so we can do that. Chili beans. How are my chili beans doing? Well, here's some pinto beans. I definitely need some more pinto beans, if that's the kind I want in there. So, and I also need some Great Northern beans if I want those. I should have some red beans in here somewhere too. So we might get a couple of cans of some of the beans, just so that I can make sure I've got some of that when I make the chili. Looks like I could use a couple cans of red beans too, and my balsamic vinegar is up here, so it looks like I have plenty of that. So I want to go back, and I've got on my list, I've scratched out things I definitely don't need, and write down some of the sizes that I needed to get so I can take it inside and update my list. Another thing I was checking for was some egg noodles, and so I've got some rotini here, and I've only got a couple of things of egg noodles, so I think we'll get some a couple more things of egg noodles so I can fill my bucket back up. And I always keep this stuff rotated out, and it's kind of a hassle when you buy groceries and stuff to take everything out of the bucket and put the newest stuff in the bottom and put the oldest stuff on top. But it gets rotated, it works good, and some of my stuff, these are looking pretty good. You can see the sugar and stuff, but like that one, that's supposed to say pasta. Rice, you can see salt, oatmeal, got a couple things of flour, my spices and stuff. So, I mean, some of them you can read real good, and some of them I can't read so well, but it works pretty good for me. So I like this system. But now at least I can finish up my grocery list and get ready to go to town. One thing I wanted to address real quick, because I forget this, when you have a name like mine, you forget that people go, what is your name? Because when I say this is Thecia of Ellis Family Farms, and even when I'm on the phone, a lot of times people go, oh, hey, hi, Stacy. I'm going, okay, yeah, that'll work. My actual name is Thecia. It is spelled Thecia, and it's Greek, but I'm not. And it's a kind of family name. My mom's named Thecia, and she was named after a Greek nurse who helped deliver her. So whenever I say this is Thecia of Ellis Family Farms, hopefully now you can kind of understand what it is I'm really saying, and I'm sorry I have a weird name.